again guys, it's me, and today I wanted to talk about something that could be perceived as slightly controversial. Now, it's all to do with benefits, and recently family members have actually brought this up, and it's really to talk about the whole idea of benefit schemes. Now, I am on a benefit scheme. I'm on a benefit scheme called Universal Credit. The reason I'm on that because I have a disability. So I have 3 disabilities. I have POTS, I have EDS, and I have complex regional pain syndrome. Now, all of them combined, my POTS, I'm on medication that actually sorts it out, that helps sort it out. I have also an Apple Watch that is my freedom, basically. It tells me when my heart rate's spiking, and basically it just calms me down. Yeah, it comforts me, really. But that's pretty much under wraps with medications. Now, my EDS and complex regional pain syndrome, I will probably do a whole video on them specifically at some point, but they are debilitating. The complex regional pain syndrome causes me to have chronic pain in my right knee, my ankle, and my right ankle. I have to wear braces, and I use crutches for them. Now, my Ehlers-Danlos syndrome causes all of my joints to come out of place, and also causes extreme fatigue and a whole list of other things. But basically, it doesn't make having a job very easy. And my whole life I was training, or have been training, to work with animals. And all of this has really kind of happened over the last 3 years. And so I was actually in college when all of this started to take control of my life. I was passing out because of the POTS and EDS. I had problems with shoulders, I've had problems with joints, pain, everything. And that started in college, and then pretty much immediately after I had that diagnosed and sorted, I then developed complex regional pain syndrome, which I believe through a bad discoloration I had on my right knee. But I don't know, to be perfectly honest. But that has left me on crutches. So my level 3 that I got in animal management, it's fairly useless to me now at this very current period of time. And I'm doing a level 4 dog behaviour, which I believed at the time I started, and at the time I continued because I believed that the reason of my knee was going to be fixed. So I have aimed to be working with animals, and I'm still currently pursuing that, but I'm on Universal Credit because the job in which I was doing, it was in a pharmacy. It was very, very busy. The people there were absolutely amazing. I couldn't fault them. They tried so hard to help me, but the job in which I was there to do was very, very active, and partly I felt really guilty because everyone else had to work harder because I was there, and so I ended up leaving the pharmacy job because I couldn't cope with my disability and the threat or the fear that complex regional pain syndrome can spread. And if it goes to my left leg or my hips, I am terrified that I could end up in a wheelchair because I can't walk on it. It's too painful for me to basically walk with. So I applied for universal credit just literally before I left the pharmacy, and they helped me. They've helped me so much by getting me introduced to different schemes in which they work alongside for people with disabilities or for people my age that are just struggling. And I'm now working with a team of people who are there to try and get me into the role in which I want. They've been so incredibly helpful, but the problem the problem a lot of people have, is that there's a stigma around people claiming benefits. And we're not... Yes, there are people who are there trying to doesn't want to work and just trying to claim benefits off the government. Yes, they do exist. I'm not saying that they don't. But it's not all of us. It's not us all. Most of us are just trying to get help because we're struggling. Whether it be for a disability like me, whether it be through mental health issues, whether it be through just issues that you just lost your job during COVID even. Sorry. Even just losing your job through COVID. It's there as a help scheme, we're not doing this. We're not bad people for doing this. And this stigma around benefits needs to go away. It shouldn't be there, because we are just trying to seek help. And it's not a bad thing trying to seek help. Anyway, so yeah, this is Merlin. He's now going to be in the video. So yeah, this stigma around benefits it needs to die, because really? Yep, now Merlin's joining us because he's being loud and annoying, and I thought, why not put him in the video? What have you got in your face? Okay. And people just need to have a little bit more understanding and acceptance with this benefits, because I know it's just them being naive, and I just need people to give people on benefits the benefit of the doubt, because most of us do want a job. I mean, I do. I want a job. I know other people, my friends who are on the same scheme as I am, want a job and want to work, but it's just being able to. That's the problem. And I know for me there's not many jobs out there that I can do. There is some, but there's not many, and unfortunately there's also a stigma around hiring disabled people. We end up being overlooked because of a disability. I've recently uploaded my worst interview story, which kind of really it kind of makes this more true, I guess. People overlook disabled people because we are disadvantaged. But there are so many schemes out there that are there to help with for disabled people, for companies. Help give them the same playing field as everybody else. So, if there's one thing that I want people to take away from this video, it would be to try and be more understanding. Because you don't know what's going on in people's lives, especially at the moment with COVID. And to be more understanding would be not to judge people before you fully understand what they're going through and what their experiences are. I mean, I've only ever had one interview and it went absolutely terrible. I've only ever had one interview being disabled, and you'll see in the other video, I'll post it up above, but discrimination is something that's out there. It's still happening, and it would be really nice if it didn't. But that's not going to change anytime soon. So if people can just give others the benefit of the doubt, that would go a long way for at least a few people. Thank you for listening.